because I don't understand why this has to be in a cell. Like, at all. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It makes no sense.
That's because Jeff Hardy likes to take chances and he's a daredevil.
I get that.
I understand that.
Feud-wise,
right.
This should not be in a cell.
No, it should
not.
It
should not be. The first match of a feud should not be in a cell.
No.
Just because Jeff Hardy had a dream that he wanted to jump off a cell and crash through a damn table because he thinks he's fucking Nick Foley, doesn't mean that he should. I mean, does not mean he should.
You know, my thing regarding Jeff Hardy, and take it for what it's worth, is the man is phenomenal. He's done some spectacular moves, and it's taken a toll on his body. And he says this, and he comes out with it. My thing is, why risk further permanent damage to your body?
Because it's Jeff Hardy.
Well, what? So we basically hop ourselves on painkillers and that?
Well, don't say that because he has had a lot of painkiller problems in his life.
I know, and that's why I'm saying you don't need to do this in the cell. I mean, you can do this in the ring. You can have last man standing, which would be better.
I hate last man standing matches. I'm still sick of last man standing matches.
But, you know, they want to do it in the cell, do it in the cell. The only thing I can think of is, you know, you get what you deserve. And unfortunately, my heart would like to go to Hardy, but I think Orton's going to win.
Yeah, I just don't see Orton losing in this match based on that situation. All right. Wendy! AJ Styles defending the WWE Championship against Samoa Joe. If anyone missed SmackDown this week, please go back and watch SmackDown this week. AJ Styles cut one of the best sit-down champion promos I've ever seen.
Yes.
And then Samoa Joe told us a story with an illustrated storybook.
Yes.
Probably the best, simple, to the point, like, ever when it comes to a title match. Never seen it before. Probably will never see anything like this again. But I enjoy this, the fact that it's not a typical feud, it's not a typical match, but it's history. And it's fun. I like the fact we're doing this, but it also has its own storyline to it. There's a different storyline going on here with Joe and AJ than you've had in other companies.
Correct. And
I don't know what to say. I don't know how this is going to work. But for the wrestling fan that hasn't gone, I guess their homework, for lack of better words, is Joe is explaining everything is how when they met, how they trained, and everything else. So you got a good backstory between Joe and AJ. But now you throw in the family issue, and then the emotional situation is attached to it. So now, who do you have the emotions for? Wendy! No. That's who you have the emotions for. It's Wendy.
So, I mean, you look at it this way, is who do you side more emotionally with, AJ
Wendy.
or Samoa? So Wendy is the prize, is that it?
Oh, don't start that. That was my joke to Sal when they started doing the storybook thing on SmackDown. The last time we did a story time session on SmackDown, it led to a ladder match for the custody of a child. So that's the last time we did this.
So now we're changing it up, and it's for a story like the custody of AJ's wife. There you go. So if AJ loses, then she becomes a servant to Joe.
Well, according to Samoa Joe's storybook, if AJ loses the title, then Samoa Joe posed in a family photo with his family with the title. That's what I learned on SmackDown this week.
So are AJ Styles and his wife swingers?
No. Let's not go there. They're very Christian. I'm not going to
Yes, I know that.
road.
I know that.
So, okay. AJ's held this belt for over 300 days. We're joking around, but AJ had this belt for over 300 days. This is the longest title reign we've had with the WWE Championship, I think, since CM Punk. The WWE Championship, not the Universal title. I just want to note that. Do you expect them to keep the belt on him or drop it to Samoa Joe, knowing how long he's had it and how much he actually is the face of SmackDown right now? Sal, now that you're back, what do you think?
I think Big Daddy Samoa Joe, I think it's time. Put the belt on him, change it up a little bit, and this would be a great feud to carry all the way to WrestleMania.
Fair enough. Dad, what do you think?
I think AJ is going to retain, so that way they can set this new all-time record. And then once you do that, then he'll drop it.
I'm in a weird situation because I know they announced they're having another match in Australia, but that doesn't mean there can't be a title change here, because you could do that, as I mentioned with Becky and Charlotte earlier. You could do a title change and it not be that, and then you're like, okay, cool. Then you get to the next pay-per-view. I don't expect major stuff to happen in Australia. We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks when we talk about the Australia show. But I don't know if they want to hit the belt off AJ. That's my problem here. In a normal day, you look NXT. Over in NXT. When Tommaso Ciampa won the belt, he's now the champion, and he's the top one heel in that company, and now they're literally framing NXT around him. I don't know if they'll do the same thing for Samoa Joe. I don't know. I don't see it.
There was an I hate to say article, but there was
I said on Cage Seats. I'm just wondering.
No, it's something else. This is Pro Wrestling, where basically he made a comment that he finally found a wrestling organization that wants him, meaning WWE, because I guess he's had some history with TNA and other issues. And then he got bigger going on the independent circuit. So here's a man that's got all this talent and ability, and WWE has finally figured this out, that this big man is great, and they're going to use him to their potential, which is good. So I see down the road that at the Australia Super Show that'll be Joe's time to get the belt.
I don't know. I don't the talent I see on the Australian show, maybe the Cruiserweight Championship. We'll get to that in a couple weeks. Sal, we didn't get to ask you your pick for Orton and Jeff Hardy.
I don't know. I see Orton winning for some strange reason.
Yeah, we were joking around when we were trying to get you back on the line that Orton's going to win because Jeff Hardy's going to try to kill himself, and that's kind of how this is going to work.
Yeah, I can see that.
So then Randy Orton wins the pot? Ooh. I'm sorry.
WWE Universal Championship match. It is a Hell in a Cell match. It is the Money in the Bank cash-in match for Braun Strowman for some reason. And the special guest referee is Mick Foley for some reason. Roman Reigns is defending against Braun Strowman without his dogs, I guess, in the corner. I don't know. I don't have a clue. What
if Mick Foley is the fourth member?
Of what?
The Shield? Well, you had the Rock and Sock connection, so you're going to have the Sock and Shield connection?
Or is it something along the lines that you thought that he was going to be the fourth member?
Yes.
So you have Kevin Nash be the fourth member. There we go.
Oh, that's how?
Are you going to save that on the soundboard?
I'm going to keep it at Spotify. That's on Spotify. That's actually on Spotify.
So Kevin Nash is going to be the fourth member. There we go. We've said it.
All right. How's this match going to go? I'm assuming Roman Reigns retains, but how is this match going to go, Sal?
I hate to agree that Roman Reigns was going to retain. I don't know. It's going to be a strange one, but I see both factions, if you want to even call them both that, trying to interfere in the match. I'm sure they'll get into the cell somehow. Everyone always does. I don't know. I see a finish where they're just gonna beat down the Wolfpack, as I'm going to call them, and they're gonna attack Braun Strowman, but he's gonna get the pin. I mean, whether Mick Foley helps them or not, I don't know. Who knows?
I don't understand Mick Foley's here. All jokes aside, I don't get it. I don't understand why he's here, except the fact that they really wanted a special guest referee, and Mick Foley was bored. That's the only way that I could see this.
I don't.
I'm going to say Roman Reigns retains. Shield interference, weird Wolfpack, I guess, interference, dog appearance, whatever. Dad, what do you think?
Well,
you know what? I'll let you have this one because it's stupid. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to say Braun wins. It's only because,
really?
Right, and here's the thing.
Yay!
And here's the thing. Only because Baron Constable, or Constable Baron, whatever you want to call him.
Constable Baron Corbin. Just say it right.
Okay.
Sorry, acting general manager, Constable Baron Corbin. That's his full name now.
Okay, so Dipshit gets the entire locker room out, and they basically go against Roman. And as a dead Roman, you got Braun does his move, finisher.
Although then Roman kicks out 4 times.
No, because he's been on the beatdown, and they've trapped
Yes,
the other
because
Shield.
that mattered. That has mattered. This is the same man that kicked out of 5-5 one time. This is the same guy.
So basically, the locker room comes out. They basically address the rest of the Shield, and then they go after Roman. They beat him down like a dog he is. And then what you do is then Braun does his finisher. 1, 2, 3, new champion.
Oh, jeez. I don't see that at all happening at all. Unfortunately, that means he'll be one of the few people that doesn't win the title on his cash-in, which sucks for Strowman.
The other question is, will the cage be intact after this match?
Who knows? What kind of Hell in a Cell? This is going to be the big Hell in a Cell.
He's going to flip it.
This is going to be that big Hell in a Cell they used for Big Show that one time, like that weird Hell in a Cell match they did there.
Well, they can always recreate the stuff with Mick Foley, Undertaker go on top, and
No, that's what Jeff Hardy's for. That's what Jeff Hardy's for. Jeff Hardy's going to be this year's Mick Foley, having us throw it off to a table and.
Doesn't mean we can't have it twice.
Little Cole will do. No, because you know what it is. This will be the match that's in the cage. Jeff Hardy will be the one that gets thrown off the cage, and then Michael Cole can do his impression of JR. Oh no, it was Michael Cole. It'll be who the hell does the commentary on SmackDown? I can't think of his name right now.
Corey Graves?
No, the main guy. Sal?
Ian?
No.
Oh my God!
I can't think of his name. It's bothering me that I can't think of his name right now. That's bad that I can't think of his name.
Well, I can't either.
It's gonna come to me. I'm gonna look it up. I don't remember.
Which is going to be a holy shit moment? The match with Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton, or Braun Strowman and
I think
Roman
that
Reigns?
Jeff Hardy's going to end up trying not to die, and I think that's going to be your holy shit moment of the show.
And then Paul London comes in to revive
Paul
him.
London. Where did Paul London come from? How did that come from?
T-shirt, Paul London can't die.
Well, Paul London in wrestling still? Or is he a Lucha Underground? I don't even know where he is.
Yeah, he's in Lucha right now and doing independent, so, maybe he'll pop in.
It's not like he's James Ellsworth that just pops up randomly on television for no real apparent reason.
And Drake Maverick?
Well, Drake Maverick apparently is the GM of 205 Live and the AOP manager. I don't get that.
He's doing double duties.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Tom Phillips? Tom Phillips, hey!
No. That's why we.
How did I forget Tom Phillips?
Because it's a very common name. That's why.
Oh, good. How I forgot Tom Phillips. By the way, I would like to know. I was looking up Excuse me. I was looking up the history of SmackDown announcers.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there's a team of Tom Phillips, Jerry Lawler, and Jimmy Uso. I don't remember that happening. I don't remember that show.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Apparently, it was a team once.
Yeah, when the Usos were hurt. Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
All right, so, before we go, that's Hell in a Cell. I have two clips I want to play with that before we get into the show, because I had them at the top of the show, but nobody was here when I played this.
Oh.
So, there was, at StarCast, there was a TNA panel hosted by Don West. Jeff Jarrett was the guy, but Don West was the moderator. And they had Scott Steiner come out.
Here it comes.
And Scott Steiner was talking about his promo, the infamous math promo. So I'm going to play this, and this happened on StarCast. Come on, Stopboard.
You know they say that all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastic go down. See the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 2/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, which I don't know where that comes from, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got a 141 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. Samoa Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Folks, I've been in the business 32 years. If you would have ever thought I would be on stage and Don West is reciting a Scott Steiner promo and more than half the crowd is lip-syncing it, going through with it, what the hell has this world come to? I love it.
So, let me get this
straight.
straight.
That was Don West doing the Scott Steiner promo at StarCast.
I was going to say, when did Scott Steiner develop an accent there?
That's Don West. Very funny. But then this happened also. I'm just going to play this clip.